We move on to the last talk of today. That is by my guru, Dr. Ashish Sharma, Marketing Yourself, Your Innovation and Your Passion.
So good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a pleasure to see some audience. We have been doing this course since last 3 years. And every time our time slot was 8:30. So 8:30 was something, which was little disheartening because we were prepared, but we were not seeing audience. But today we do see audience, and thank you, Nilesh. Almost couple of years, so we have done wonderful chit chats and regarding innovation and how to take things forward. So I would talk briefly about what Nilesh had asked me to do, because I might not be the right person for marketing perspective, but he says, sir, the way you have taken your product to 67 countries, I think that's something that we need to talk about and see as a person. Without support of any kind of advertising agency, how can we take it forward? So I would definitely talk about it, but take it with a pinch of salt, because there are few things, where we went wrong. Probably those could have been little better. So marketing yourself, your innovation, your passion, how to make it a global impact. So this is based on the couple of products that we have, and one already received patent last year after 6 years of patent application. Am I right, Cam? And it took 6 years because I was hoping that we get it early, because the entire proprietary right, it starts from the time when you file it. But you receive it after 6 years, so actually your intellectual property duration becomes really, really less. So these are few of our disclosures. I do have financial disclosures to disclose in this talk. So lessons from our marketing journey. Now it is 67 countries in the last 3 days. So most powerful tool at this point is WhatsApp communication. No wonder that WhatsApp was bought by Facebook at a humongous cost, because that was quite a forethought that people would be seeing WhatsApp communication in each second. That's what we do. So this is some communication which is direct, especially for the audience where you have a product for a kind of group. It is not something that you are selling some clothes which attracts each and everybody. But here you are selling something like ophthalmology products. So you have a certain group like AIOC members, like state members. So this is something which is the most powerful tool in our experience till now, which we have started exploring since last year. And I would like to explain to you about this tool. What happens, you must have seen this WhatsApp marketing many a times. You must be receiving some messages. People who use WhatsApp marketing, there are some vendors who can do WhatsApp marketing for you. But what happens if you do not go in an organic way, if you do not go to the right person, you keep taking numbers from where you send these messages, and anybody who says, I don't want to receive this message, I'm annoyed, your number is blocked. So you must have seen a lot of people are, even our AIOS voting also, you see a lot of people are marketing with different numbers. You see one guy, you receiving message from different numbers because their numbers are blocked. So now what Meta did is, Meta has made it official. Now you have a platform from Meta, and there are multiple companies which are involved, like Wati, where you pay to the Meta for advertising, and it's quite an organic advertising. There is no failure. So you have 23,000 AIOS members in the list, and you reach to each and every one without any failure. So this is the most powerful tool that we could see. Other tools, Facebook, social media, Instagram, this gives you a visibility, but this does not give you a value in terms of salability, because the audience is not organic. You do not have people of only ophthalmologists sitting and seeing this. I love LinkedIn. Personally, I love LinkedIn. Why? LinkedIn does not give me salability, but LinkedIn give me collaborators, international collaborators. LinkedIn give me scientific value. If I patent it, if I present it in different countries, LinkedIn give me visibility for sure. So that also you need to keep working towards LinkedIn, because if you want to take it to the global, you definitely need to work around with different countries and that to the KOL of those countries. E-commerce present, you can have that presence, but to fairly speaking ophthalmology products, this does not work great, because the audience which is sitting right there is not your audience. That audience is probably looking for an undergarment or probably a shirt or a t-shirt, but very few people are looking for your product. So we have our product in both these platforms, but in our journey of last 5 years, we have hardly 1% of business from there. Whatever business comes, that is from the WhatsApp marketing. Google Ads, we started with them. Email campaign, Nilesh was maintaining Gmail because that was something which was available 5 years before. But what happens with Gmail marketing? You do market, you have approximately opening rate of 5%, 10%. So essentially you are not reaching to anybody. And even if it is delivered, you have a lot of emails being delivered in the junk. So people don't even see it. So that was a problem of email campaign. You pay for it, but you are not getting the desired result. Now dealers, we failed here. I was telling you in the beginning itself, I would accept our failures also here so that you can learn from our failures. This is the traditional marketing that everybody has been doing since long time. Dealers, our experience is nil till now. We are present in 67 countries just by presentations, oral, digital marketing, WhatsApp marketing with the colleagues, global collaborations, and a lot of studies. But what happens with dealers? If you go, if you really see, this big market, then probably this is the right approach, because a lot of people want hands-on, so your dealers can do that. Probably the problem with the dealership is you lose a big margin with them. So you lose approximately 50 to 60% of margin with them. But if you really can do a good marketing, then you do not lose that margin, and your margin is eroded by just 10 to 15%. So you save a lot. And right now, this is an era of digitization. Everybody is sitting on Facebook, WhatsApp. We check our WhatsApp after every 15 to 20 seconds. So that is the most strongest marketing. So I would say hire a dedicated e-marketing team. So that is something which can work wonders for you, not only in India, but across the globe as well. Nilesh asked me to talk about briefly that how to make a global impact. Conferences, collaboration, as Prakyat said, regarding intellectual properties, we have intellectual property rights, received on one product, applied for 3 products, but it does not work. Apple and Samsung can fight. You cannot fight. You do not have that pocket to fight against patent infringement. So rather than worrying about patent what gives you, as Prakyat said, it gives you collaborators. It gives you scientific value. It gives you a grant. It shows you that you were the first one to do it. But it does not give you protection, I would say, for which it is meant for. So how do you really go ahead from your competitor is by making your mark everywhere, wherever you are. So when we started MI RedCap, we were everywhere. We were interviewed by Academy even when our product was not ready in 2016, 17. Then we were in the courses of American Academy. Then we were on the front pages of major high index journals. So that is the way, and if innovation comes from a doctor, it's a big plus, because you can correct it on a daily basis in your clinic. If somebody engineer who's designing it, he would have a hard time to really test the product. And you know it, you know the scientific value, you can reach to your collaborators, so your collaboration becomes really easy. So in that way, so these are our publications on our devices or whatever we have done till now. So we strongly believe that scientific content is very important. Now we have a lot of competitive products with us, and somebody, when they call me, I find something which is cheaper than this. My answer is only one. Kindly Google that name and kindly Google the name of my device. You will get an answer, then come back and talk to me. So that you get through your scientific acumen. And involvement of West is essential. whatever you say as a developing country, we listen to the West a lot. So this is one of the study which was published in 2023 by my dear friend Peter Campbell, who is a great pediatric ophthalmologist. He and the Madurai Eye Centers, means Arvind Eye Hospital 5, they have gone together, and this is the data that we published, that with our device and with the Clarity RedCam, which Swati was talking about, if you really talk about the treatment referral ROP, the sensitivity and specificity as good as. If you get those answers from those people, your value further goes up. So on this note, I have a sincere thank and acknowledgement to all the collaborators across the globe who has been helping us to make the global impact of whatever we have done till now. Lot to do further. Thank you so very much for having me here. And this is my last slide. As Prakhyat said, what innovation does, what patentability does, it leaves a footprint of your journey, and it makes sure that your journey is worth following by somebody else. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for that wonderful talk. And we are actually at the end of IC, we're at end of our time. So what we would like to invite all the audience, because this is the first time we are seeing such an interest in innovation and 3D printing and AI. So I would like to invite all the audience to join us for a photograph before we disperse, and we can move